Good afternoon, everyone. How are you all? It is so good to see y'all. It is so good. I feel like we are having some type of high school reunion or some shit because that's damn sure what this shit feels like. But this is kind of like old school black sector business, you know, and it just feels good to see loose ends tied up. I'm here to be entertained. I didn't really come here to argue with a bunch of bitches. I really didn't. I came here to see MBK get his dick kicked in the dirt. That's the only reason why the fuck I'm here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. I am so glad that you are here. Come chilling with me a little bit. You know, I I see that everybody is still ignoring that gummy mouth motherfucker over here. Good job. Good job. I am so glad. However, I understand, this is like historical data. Like we all been just sitting back waiting on this shit, waiting on this shit to pop off and all that or whatever. So, only a select few of us are interested in this. And I said, you know what? It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. I tried to go outside a little bit, but these niggas ain't gonna act right. They ain't gonna act right. I don't got time. I said, you know what? Let me go chill out here with these people. I have a 4-day weekend. A 4-day weekend. And yes, I said 4 because I'm country. And I love that about me, bitch. I code switch all throughout the week. I can come on here and be country and mispronounce words if fuck I want to, bitch. I know when to make it count. Do you? Do you? Anywho, as I was saying, I got a 4-day weekend and I will be entertained around this bitch. I could have stayed in the clouds for some fucking slow walking, ZX. What the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? The fuck? Anywho, I don't mean to be rude. Hey to everybody in the building. Shout out to y'all. Salute to everybody. I hope you all are having a beautiful day, a gorgeous day. Cause I'm trying to make sure that this is going to be an entertaining weekend. Because apparently I got to strike a fire up under some asses around this motherfucker, because I don't like the shit that I'm seeing out here. I don't know what the hell going on, ZX, but your ass ain't doing shit, nigga. You ain't doing a goddamn thing. Your ass ain't going to work or doing nothing. You need to put them goddamn sardines and them crackers down. Put your teeth in your motherfucking mouth and get your ass out here and dog walk this nigga the same way you do all the rest of these women around here. You out here trying to protect motherfuckers. You gonna baptize this nigga the same way you thought it was okay to baptize me. You gonna baptize this nigga, or I'm gonna baptize your motherfucking ass. The fuck? Now I'm already doing a lot. I have decided to allow you to peacefully exist while I'm outside, because you supposed to be beating MBK ass up. Now you done came out here, and because your feelings got hurt, exposed the phone numbers and addresses of women. You done dog walk these women out here, and now you want to be protective of this nigga? What the fuck y'all got going on? Y'all out here sending good morning texts to each. Good morning, King. Good morning, King. What the fuck? MB gay. Again, your ass ain't doing shit. It's Saturday. You ain't got no job to tend to or nothing. Put the jello down and get your ass out here on the screen and you drag this nigga. Or we gonna come out here and we gonna talk about what really happened on that police report. I got a 4-day weekend, nigga. I will be entertained. It could be you or him. It don't make me nan difference. Talking about some slow walking, and you think we stupid. I told y'all, stop letting these motherfuckers get away with this shit. Gonna sit there and play a 10-second recording over and over and over and over and over again. No, mister, I play all the text messages. If you gonna show some of the text messages, well, you gonna show all of them. Play all the phone calls. Then you play my phone calls, you gonna play his too. You gonna play his too, or we gonna take a visit how you stole that fucking house. We gonna see what the fuck going on with your motherfucking ass. You gonna get your ass out here and check this nigga. I'm gonna check your ass. One or the other, nigga. This is a stick up for content. I could have stayed in the bushes with this shit. I don't even like to be out here like this. Y'all know this shit is uncomfortable for me. I prefer to be incognito in the bushes. It's too much. It's too much. I didn't come out here to see no slow drag. Why is you slow dragging these niggas that's sending you good morning texts, but you dog walking the women? Unacceptable. Not on my motherfucking watch. Not on my motherfucking watch. You gonna drag this nigga just like you drag this woman, or you will be dragged. Think it's a motherfucking game. You know it don't make me damn motherfucking difference at all. Cause both of y'all out here living in a goddamn fantasy land. But MBK, how does it feel? How does it feel? That's what I should have played. That should have been my theme song. How does it feel? How much money you done sent this nigga? Because I told your slimy snake ass from the get go he didn't like your ass, but don't nobody listen to me. Don't nobody listen to me. Everybody think I'm lying. I ain't been proven to be a lie yet. Just think. And see, the thing about it is that ZX is a theatrical nigga. A whole bunch of shit that he say is just for theatrics. He don't really give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't even think he like women. He don't like me like that. He like what I can do for him. That's what you hoes don't understand, Cookie. And I'll get to your ass in a minute. Ain't nobody finna go down memory lane with your motherfucking ass. You claim to be the motherfucking narcissist hunter out here and still falling for the same bullshit that the narcissists like. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck going. You worried about me. You should have been worried about MBK ass. Because I ain't sent not nan good morning texts. Talking about some, I'm worried about some proximity. No, bitch, that was you. You worried about my proximity. Meanwhile, I'm saying yes, sir, and no, sir to this nigga. Because y'all keep forgetting to put this shit in proper context. This nigga is within 5 years of my mom and them. It was always yes, sir, and no, sir between me and him. Meanwhile, he the one sharing naked pictures with MBK and shit. Sending good morning texts and shit. Y'all sitting there thinking y'all got to worry about me. If y'all wanted the nigga, y'all could have had him. You shouldn't have been worried about me. You should have been worried about MBK. Apparently. Apparently, they had a special fucking connection. But anywho, MBK, how does it feel, nigga? How the fuck does it feel to know you was paying a nigga that hated your fucking guts? Because ZX is a very theatrical nigga, but I can tell by the inflections in his voice that he hates your ass. He hates you with a fucking passion. And you was hitting that nigga's cash out every fucking time you hit the panel. And I know that because guess what? I had access to all that shit. I seen you, nigga. I seen you. You pay to play around this motherfucker, and that's the only reason why your ass was tolerated. So what really happened between y'all? Because he didn't stand up for my daughter. Woody, 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 all that old bullshit. You was sitting there bad mouthing us forever. You act like MBK was the one that was dragging your daughter. He didn't drag your motherfucking daughter. The nigga was just in the chat. He was in the chat with hundreds of other people, from my understanding. So like you just using this as an excuse, but whatever. I ain't even finna get into that. You already know what I think about your ass. But MBK, you a dumbass nigga. Put yourself in my perspective. I know this nigga hate your guts. I know he do. And every time your gullible guy just happy to be on a panel, you panel whore. You're a panel slut. Slut puppy ass nigga. Foaming at the mouth every time a link is dropped, ass nigga. This what the fuck you get. I'm enjoying this shit. You best to believe it. And where is this nigga speaking at? Is he hiding or whatever? Am I not just signed up to the right pages and shit? Is he even responding to any of this shit? Like, what the fuck is going on? I don't even know where the fuck he at. But I do know that nigga's a snake in the grass. And I know he's a panel whore. And that's why you hated me, nigga, because you wanted to be me. You wanted to be me. I wasn't doing half the shit your ass was doing, nigga. You was out doing all the women. You was a good hoe. I didn't know you was putting in that type of work, nigga. If I had known you was putting in that type of work, I'd have put your ass on the team. We could have took over all YouTube Mountain, fucking with your ass. You ain't everybody bushes. You know every goddamn thing. You was a good little worker bee. Everything y'all thought I was doing, MBK ass was the one that was doing this shit. I wasn't sending that nigga links and shit to other panels and shit. I didn't watch everybody. This nigga didn't miss shit. He was a good little slut puppy. A whole panel whore. And we knew that shit back then. Thirsting over Buddy Lee and every goddamn body. Anytime you seen a panel, your motherfucking ass was on it. But one thing he was right about, it was your motherfucking ass. You sit there and try to act one way in the background and then go out here and kiss everybody ass in the front. I don't like that shit. I don't like no weak ass niggas. For some reason, I got a soft spot for some of these women. I let them get away with shit. Probably because they was raised and abused by weak ass niggas like you. And I thoroughly believe that when motherfuckers ain't got no morals and integrity and they full of shit, you should be publicly shamed. And you was okay when I was being publicly shamed. So bitch, it's your motherfucking turn. And ZX, you get your ass out here and you sing and dance on this nigga's bald head, or I'ma sing and dance on your head. One of the motherfucking other. Cause it's hot outside. And motherfuckers is crazy. And you know how it is when it start getting hot outside. These niggas don't know how to act. So I'm in the house and one of you motherfuckers gonna entertain me. I really don't care who it is, because if you ask me, y'all the same niggas. You the same nigga. You was enjoying that conversation. Why is y'all on the phone sitting there talking about somebody being happy about your dicks? Or talking about your dicks. Even if Kimmy and them was talking about your dick, they wasn't saying nothing good about it. So what the fuck is y'all happy about? Sending him pictures of your girlfriends and X, Y, and Z and shit. I'm not looking at the chat, but if y'all got questions and shit, ask me later. I'll eventually get to it. I'm not trying to ignore everybody. I'm just trying to get this shit out of here because like they think it's a game. I don't appreciate that shit. I don't think how like you went out here and you pretty much jeopardized the lives of people that used to support your motherfucking ass. You put numbers and addresses out here and now you trying to say protect this niggas? You know I'm out here waiting on Blues Clues. You know I am. And you trying to slow drag this shit out for some fucking attention. No, nigga. Put the goddamn Roman noodles down and get your ass out here and get the fucking work black sector style relentlessly. That shit ain't motherfucking fair. You want to sit here and tap dance and slow walk this nigga. No, that shit is unacceptable and play the whole fucking recording. And Cookie, you weird ass bitch, you over there sitting there. I knew as soon as his ass was gonna get on my motherfucking panel and get dogged the fuck out. I don't even know why you came. That your ass was gonna pop the fuck up. Thirsty. Talking about some goddamn cash out. Do y'all not see the level of manipulation that this nigga got? Every time you hear that sound does not mean that he's getting a cash out. Did y'all not see when the nigga was slow and shit? And ZX, I done told your ass 101 times, you can put a pause on your notifications, nigga. If you gonna show your phone, hold your notifications. Put that shit on airplane mode. Do something. You exposing everybody phone numbers and shit. Goddamn, Madam Wood ass. The fuck? I mean, God, anywho, whatever. That's your problem. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not even gonna go down that road. I told your ass to put the shit. The riders can't none one of y'all show that nigga how to put his notifications on airplane mode or to hold them. Since he want to show text, you don't sit there and show all these texts. You gonna sit here and show all these voice calls and shit. Your voice included, nigga. Don't be out here trying to spin narratives and shit. We ain't dumb. We ain't dumb. But anywho, back to these notifications. Every time he hit them notifications, every time you heard that cash app sound, that nigga was getting emails, text messages. This motherfucker is so manipulative. He gives so much of a fuck about what y'all think that this nigga done turned all his sound alerts into the cash app sound so that when he is live, y'all can think people hitting his cash app. I said, look at this motherfucker right here. This is the most niggerish ass shit. But and that's why I was cussing your ass out every day. I wasn't never sending this nigga links about who was live, this, that, and the other. Most of the time when I talked to that motherfucker, I was talking to his ass when he was live to keep his ass from crashing and burning. making us all look stupid. I ain't never been no fucking groupie. I ain't never been out here fighting for this nigga. I fought motherfuckers who was fucking with me. I pick my fights. Y'all have to understand, Cookie. Stop trying to put your mentality on me, bitch. I didn't want that nigga. You wanted him. And he wants you. I have always said from the get go, y'all sit there, don't listen to that shit he be saying to me. Don't listen to that shit. That's why I say that whole fight shit and all the other women that he big up and put on a pedestal, that's a jet eye mind trick to get you hoes to hit his cash out more than the other. That's all that shit is. I don't even think he like women like that. He like women that can do something for him and be resourceful. He like what I can do for him. I understand that. Bitch, why you don't understand that shit? Cookie? But if it was any woman on here that I say that he really liked and gave a fuck about, it was your crazy ass. And I think your ass liked him too. And you sitting there talking shit about me, but guess what, bitch? Can't nobody on here bring out a recording with me flirting with that nigga, but I can with you. So don't put your thought process on me, bitch. Y'all motherfuckers deserve each other. Y'all should be together. He like your motherfucking ass and you like his ass too. Leave me the fuck up out of that shit, bitch. I wasn't in your way. MBK was. That was the fucking competition. Good morning, King. Nigga said good morning. Oh shit. Type of homo emotional shit y'all had going on. And that's why you don't want to play all the damn phone recordings. Nigga, we ain't stupid. And please stop believing just because ZX wasn't responding to that nigga. ZX wasn't responding to that nigga because he's so manipulative that he knew eventually he was going to expose his ass. That's why he wasn't responding to him. We done already had that conversation before. I ain't told y'all no lies. No lies, child. No lies. No lies at all. Why is y'all sitting here trying to show each other girlfriends and shit like y'all 12 years old? Old ass niggas. AARP ass niggas. And yes, I can verify about the light skinned chick with the badass body because she was a badass woman. She was a fine ass woman. I ain't got no props giving another woman they props. I love beautiful people. I try to surround myself with beautiful people. I ain't never been a hater. I don't even like sitting with ugly ass women. God damn it, I like to look good. I am not threatened by nan woman. I hold my own. And that's why I laugh at y'all when y'all try to put me in that mentality. I was never that nigga's groupie. I checked that nigga every time I felt like it. And if he was real, he'll tell you that shit. If I fuck with somebody, it was because they was fucking with me. It was because y'all couldn't handle that nigga's mouth. And so it eventually went from fuck ZX to fuck them women in his chat too. I'ma dox all y'all hoes. And that's when I got involved. And you know that shit, Cookie. I did everything I could not to beef with your motherfucking ass. Don't be sitting your ass over there acting like no damn victim now, bitch. You ain't no victim and neither am I. I ain't never came out here and said I was a victim. I said I was doing what the fuck I was doing because I felt that nigga deserved it. That's it. That's all. And technically, I like to do my shit by my lonesome in the dark, but I let y'all watch because I know that nigga hate it. Don't ever get this shit twisted. Stop trying to put your thought process on me, child. We is not finna go down memory lane so you can revise history. Let that shit go. I am here to see MBK get his ass whooped. That's it. That's motherfucking all. Talking about some, y'all didn't worry about he pulled the gun on me. Bet you shouldn't have been there. He couldn't have put a gun on you if your ass wasn't there on his goddamn doorstep at 3 o'clock in the goddamn morning. I'm not finna play these fucking semantics with your motherfucking ass, girl. Now, I personally think you could have took the nigga. Y'all really should have went in the house and fucked because that's what y'all really wanted to do if you want to be real about the shit. Again, if it's one woman I think he really liked on here, it was Cookie. He loved that bitch. That's why they got such tension between each other. And I think they'll make a damn good couple. It makes for some damn good TV. Because unlike you, bitch, I'm not mad about this shit. I do what's right and what I think is wrong. Not even saying it's right or wrong, but when I bust a move, it's because I think it's right or it's because I think it's wrong. I don't be on this motherfucker personality worshiping no goddamn body. This is interactive TV with me. And sometimes I participate in the programming of what the fuck I want to see. That's it. When y'all bitches need to think deep. You don't. I don't know why you going live, popping off on me. God damn it. Pop off on MBK ass. That's the nigga you need to be worried about. Apparently. Anywho, what y'all talking about? Black Power, child. ZX is opportunistic. I ain't gonna say that he didn't like her or think she was a beautiful woman or this, that, and the other, but he uses women as a resource. He uses women to validate him in some type of way. I think we really need to understand that. And that's why I receive so much hate because y'all bitches think that he was putting me on some type of pedestal or whatever when he was really just trying to piss you hoes off and you fell for it. And that's why we in 2024 and you still mad, bitch. You still mad over a nigga I used to say yes sir and no sir to. Anywho, I did write down some motherfuckers. Where's my phone at? I think I dropped it. I didn't really come out here to do too much. You know, it's still daytime and I like to um I still got things to do around the house. I can't sit on live and, chill out knowing I still got shit to do or whatever. That's why I be so late most nights or whatever, because I don't want to be sitting in here and then still gotta, clean up the kitchen and shit like that or whatever. So, but I was finna get ready and my floors, and I wanted something good to listen to, and I realized this nigga was skimping on the content. Oh, that's what I was saying. Y'all know I will skip around and forget what I was saying. MBK, what the fuck did you do? Because it ain't the whole all this shit. Oh, he didn't stand up for my daughter. This, that, and the other. Nigga was a whole bunch of people in that chat. You just gonna pick out MBK, and then what you gonna say now that your new homeboy, that your new partner, ain't he over there too dealing with the same woman? Sir, I don't really know you or whatever, but please understand, I know this nigga YouTubely, and you next. I don't know what communications y'all done had or whatever, but he'll be exposing y'all shit next. I don't know why y'all keep on fucking with that nigga. But anywho, I will sit back and enjoy the entertainment just like everybody else. I done forgot my fucking point again. What the fuck was I? It was finna. Damn. Oh, I wrote some notes down. Let me get in my notes. Hey, hello, 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 everybody. Hope everybody. Yeah, I didn't come out here um to do no whole show or nothing like that. I just came to strike a match under some folks' asses and to let y'all know to beware of the fuck shit. 10 seconds of a conversation is not long enough, nigga. You can't sit there and make no whole narrative and talk a whole hour about 10 seconds. We need to know what you and he said. So, like I was saying, MBK, how the fuck does it feel to know how much money you sent that nigga? Like all these years, because I've been sitting back and I be knowing, and MBK my bro, and MBK this, and MBK that, knowing goddamn well he can't stand your motherfucking ass. I just been sitting back waiting on this motherfucking day to go forward, and now I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed, and I fuck that. But I want to know, Mushmouth, come out here and tell everybody how much money you got about this nigga. Cause you a dumbass nigga, MBK. You deserve every fucking thing you get. Cause I didn't do shit to your motherfucking ass. But see, what the thing is, MBK thought he was gonna come out here and Don King some shit. He thought he was gonna pimp Jazzy. Play them recordings. It's a whole bunch of recordings that need to be played. You've been promising the wife recording forever. You ain't found it yet. The routers, y'all can't help this nigga. You know he need help. Come on now, shit. It's the weekend. It's Mother's Day weekend. You done did a whole bunch of damage out here. The least you could do is provide us a good entertainment for the weekend. Is all the fuck I'm saying. Hey, Black Butterfly, how you doing? Child, we already know it real life. Like I don't have time. I didn't come out here for you, Cookie. I didn't come out here for you, bitch. You are exhausting. I'm gonna need a whole nother shutdown to happen to be fucked up about the shit you talking about, bitch. Cause you know your ass is tiring. I came up here to see loose ends get dealt with. And I don't know why you trying to drag this shit out. Is that's not, you love playing with the audience and shit. I used to tell your ass back then. Ain't nobody gonna respect that shit. Bring your ass out here and let us know what the fuck is hidden for. And MBK, I wouldn't take this shit. What the fuck you know? Come on out here. Like y'all out here bullshitting. And then got the nerve to ask somebody for a fucking cash out. We want to hear the Jazzy audio because I want y'all to see. Y'all sit there and got so motherfucking mad at me. Yeah, I told people that she didn't have a motherfucking kids, but that was because the motherfucker was out here collecting cash apps like she was actually throwing them a birthday party, knowing goddamn well they was in CPS custody. The truth shall set us all free. Now she's a better mother. It all worked out. But I wasn't the one trying to take advantage of her ass. They said ZX spent months and months upon months telling her to go sit down, go take care of your kids. Don't worry about YouTube, this, that, and the other. They waited and good until she got vulnerable, until they just beat her the fuck down. She got over here with MBK and Ghetto in them, and they sit there and tried to use and abuse that girl. Put them damn phone calls out there. And I wasn't cool with it. I cussed your ass out over it then. If you're going to play some tapes, you're going to play all that shit. I have a vested interest in this shit. Play all the fucking tapes. Because a lot of this shit that I was accused of doing, it was niggas like MBK on the back end. He knew not to come to me with certain shit. He knew I couldn't be moved unless, because see, I'm a procrastinator. Like, you really got to do some shit to me to motivate me to fuck with you. He couldn't just come to me for some bullshit, but he can come to motherfucking MBK, we see. And you trying to slow walk the fucking content. Ain't no, sir. No, sir. It's hot outside. We all on the inside, and we will be entertained one way or the other. That's it. I'm not gonna drag this shit out. I guess I'll drop the link for a few seconds or whatever, but you know, it's the middle of the day. I could use a nap. It's been a long week. And I'm not trying to be rude. But hey to everybody in the chat. I hope everybody's doing fine. Let me look over this shit. So, anywho, I think MBK stopped buying ZX oodles and noodles. I think if MBK was still buying ZX oodles and noodles, this shit would not be going on. And so I'm skeptical and I'm out here trying to strike a fire up under ZX ass because, like, are y'all running plays? Are y'all sure? Because, motherfuckers love to break up with ZX and then go back. Because we all know that if you can send ZX a $25 cash out right motherfucking now, he'll forgive your damn ass. Why is you out here being protective over his information? Over his information, you weren't protective over mine. You wasn't protective over any of the other riders. You gonna drag this nigga through the mud, just like you dragged us through the mud, or I'ma drag you. I need you to understand that. But you's a whole ass nigga, MBK. Like you really is. I mean, you cashing this nigga out every motherfucking day and he hates your fucking guts. Do you understand that? Do you understand? He's just been waiting to set your ass. I just really need you to understand that shit. And I don't feel bad about it because, nigga, you deserve it. Hello, Nina. How are you?
Hi, Nikki. How are you?
Doing good.
It's so good to hear from you. I enjoy your. hmm You've been gone for so long, and when you came back, I guess maybe half a week ago. I don't know. It's been a less than a week. I was like, oh, I wonder what she's got going on. And you have not disappointed. You never do. I just came up here to say hi, and also just to, you know how I am. I like watching the mature drama that is that, right? Like with a healthy distance.
Right,
So,
exactly. And that's the great thing I love about YouTube. I can still, because socializing in the real world is kind of draining. So you can come on here and see the fuck shit, from a safe distance. Sometimes it's safe, but enjoy the entertainment and then go about your day. So,
so
I'm not trying to be serious or anything like that or whatever. It's just, some black sector loose ends and this, that, and the other.
oh yeah, no, I'm an observer. I'm just, I'm watching. I'm seeing you. I'm enjoying what you're very what's it called? Laser focused. You know, we know when you're Yep. We know when you're gonna pop up. When you pop up, you're gonna discuss some things, and they're gonna be very laser focused. But no, I just am so enjoying everything. I didn't know Cookie was back. Cookie's back.
Well, I kind of heard, a little birdie told me or whatever. She was over there talking shit, but I don't really trip off Cookie. Cookie, she like to fight. She's like the evil Scorpio. Not saying that I'm just all that good or nice or whatever, but she chat, chat.
No,
Yeah,
okay,
y'all can be together. That's all I'm saying. Y'all
y'all
can.
can be together. Okay, so I know before she left, they've had, they reconciled, right? They didn't
Yeah,
want to shoot each other anymore, which is great. It's good. But I didn't know it was to the point where she was in defense of.
child. She don't need nothing but a reason. It just depends on if she taking her medication or not, child. I don't.
Oh, that's right, cluster B. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
No, ooh, the addition of her is going to be even more entertaining. With ZX, what I enjoy about him is, well, what do I enjoy? I do enjoy him, by the way. I enjoy that he attempts to do right, but then he can't do right because he has ulterior motives, and then he's going to burst into whatever pimp language he's gonna do
Yeah.
because he attempted to do right, but people didn't see him for the do right that he did. It's very entertaining.
He is
So,
a whole character. A whole
mhm.
fucking character. Something wrong with that nigga too, goddamn it. Like a whole character. If he can't get the attention he won't, he'll get the worst of it.
The
And he's
saving of the people when they're in dire need, if something bad happens to you somewhere else, he will create a home for you,
yeah,
then
all
you
bullshit.
it's just too much fun. Of course I can only do it from a distance because it
And that's what this platform is for. Like I opened up my platform because that motherfucker kept closing my mic out, and it's like no. Sometimes us viewers we have some shit to say. So as a viewer, if you have something to say anytime I'm live, feel free to hit my link. And if you want to drag that nigga, even more the better. If you don't, if you're just a viewer and you have some shit to say, then you are welcome here. So
yeah, basically I just wanted to come up here and say hi because I enjoy you. I had a little
thank
kindred spirit back when you were here before, and I just want you to have a good time as you do. And thank you so much, but not you particularly, but all the mature characters, even much more seasoned than you, that bring this type of it's a different tangy entertainment. You know what I'm
you.
saying? It's
Right.
a different like it's
I know what
enjoyable.
you're saying.
Hmm.
In the red meat and beans into this, at the end of the day, I personally, I got like 5 TVs and a projector screen in here. I can't tell you the last time I done turned any one of them on. I got a big problem with social media. I mean, well, media in general and the programming of society. I don't want to put my tinfoil hat on or whatever. So YouTube is kind of one of those things where you can see semi-realistic shit, and
Talk to the people directly, and then see the
yeah,
the
and
different layers
participate.
of the people. Yeah.
Right,
Hmm.
right.
Like you can see
So
that because not everybody's all good and not everybody's all bad. So
right,
it's just like seeing the different layers of the people. But this particular, you know, I'm not DD Loop Loop involved, Cookie, ZX, just the mature ones, and how
right.
they're. It's different from the other places.
And I'm bringing them all out. Come on, Jazzy. It's a fella reunion gone real. I know your ass in the background. Come on, talk your shit. I'm gonna be a bucket of bitches. It's okay. It's okay. But right now, we all here to see MBK get his head busted.
Oh, and MBK girl, oh my God. See, it takes me a minute to warm up to people. I don't know if you know that, but it does. It takes me
I
years.
don't blame you. It shouldn't.
So when he came out just a few months ago in the beef sector, right? He sounded so okay, so reasonable. Like he was making points. Like I was like, he's making points. His points are whatever. And I don't easily go, so I didn't go, but I listened. And then to find out he's calling people apes over here. He's doing whatever he's doing with other people and his wife, and then this,
Yeah,
and
that
that
was
he was
messed
in
up.
prison at one point. I was just like, I totally was not expecting that, but very entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. It is. But I love to see when people do a whole bunch of bullshit in the background and get exposed. We all have our turns. We all have our turns. Everybody done got exposed, nigga. It's your turn. And that's just how I look at it. How neat. How are you doing? Are you there? You want to come back, neat? I'm gonna take you down. Okay.
Well, I'm sure that your friend is going to come up again, and then you guys are going to have the heart to hearts and stuff. But one more thing about NBK. Again, I can't press upon the disappointment that I had when I heard that him and his pro blackness and all this stuff, and he's calling people apes. That I
Right.
over every because I don't have anything to do with anything else, right? But I was so disappointed to hear that. I was just like, really? You
I'm not shocked at all because that's how snakes move.
it's
You
just
know.
the fact that he could think that, right? Like he could see a
Mhm.
woman, and that's something he could think in his head to formulate a thought and go through his fingers to put a text together. So it tells me exactly who he is.
And
You
he
don't have to
probably
tell
was over
me
there kissing
anything.
her ass at the same time. I don't
Ooh.
know, but I wouldn't doubt it because he's a piano whore.
Mm. Yeah, that after I saw that, like he was done. He was dead to me. Dead to me. Like not even, yeah, just dead, dead. And
Mhm.
then it was also disappointing that he felt comfortable enough to say that to the ex, but that doesn't surprise me either, right? Um, anyways, yeah, that was it. I'm gonna let you talk to whoever. I just wanted to come up and say hi, and it's always sunshine when you're around. Bye.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. Come back. What's up, Neat? Are you there? I know Neat got a mouthful, child. We're gonna need you to
Can
get
you
your
hear me?
audio together. Hey, girl, how you doing?
Hey, what's up? I don't know what's going on with my sound.
Well, you know, StreamYard be tripping sometime, but we hear you now, child. What's going on? It's done went out again. Leave and come back, Neat, because I don't know what's going on with it. But you there? Hello, child. Well, hopefully, need to be able to get her sound together. But again, I didn't want too much. You know, it's just a weekend. I got a 4 day weekend, and I don't feel the shit is right. That shit you played yesterday, that shit. No, no, that's unacceptable. You're gonna have to come harder than that. You're gonna have to come harder than that. You were sitting there putting out names and numbers of women just because they was in my chat, and now you trying to protect this nigga. What's really going on? I don't know what to think now. I don't know what to think because you didn't give that. You wasn't that considerate of me and other women. And now it's time to bust this nigga's head open. And you sit here pussyfooting around with the same nigga that was saying Good Morning King. All because he stopped sending you money for your oodles and noodles and shit. Mm-mm. That's unacceptable. Let me look through my list. And why the fuck is you in ghetto with all your two gumless ass niggas sitting here playing games and shit on the streets of Philadelphia, knowing damn well near one of y'all asses was finna bust a motherfucking grape. And you talking all that shit ghetto. Where the hell was your ass at? What happened with that? And how the fuck did I miss that? Is there any footage on that? Like what is going on? Somebody tell me.
Okay, so now can you hear me?
I can hear you now, child. Go ahead.
It was them other earphones. Listen, this has been quite entertaining.
Yeah, child, I say I'm trying to make it more entertaining. I don't, like this shit is a little weak right now for me.
I tapped down in the chat and I had got my wrench back. And I was like, oh, we playing these games, huh?
Oh, you know how he do. You ain't got to do nothing till you got to that nigga before he
I
drop on your
say,
voice on your ass.
okay. I said, we doing this now. I said, but Nikki, I hit you with the psychological thing. So I said, oh, this is a play to get Kimmy to get the wrench from me. He wanted her reaction. So I'm like,
Oh,
okay. See, it was all a play. So I'm like, oh, so I seen what time it was. So I'm like, okay, we can play this little game. Because I remember how you felt about me, sir.
right, right.
First
But
you said I was a
he will forget.
mold.
He think he will forget. And then I'm telling you, I did not have nothing to do with your wrench or anything like that. He got mad because you was over there talking to Jazzy. That's all that shit
But
was.
see,
He don't want
I
to see you.
remember. I remember Nikki. Then he's now saying that bullshit. You left with Nikki. You can't rewrite history. I didn't
Right,
leave with Nikki. I was already gone. By the
right.
time
But
that Star Baby stuff came along, I was
oh,
already
you have
gone.
been
When
gone for
Cookie
months.
showed up, When Cookie showed up to his house, I was already gone. Matter of fact, I was gone around the time when Cookie came for his mother,
You
and
and
he
a
was
lot of other
upset about
people,
that.
because a lot of people didn't even want him to fall out with Cookie, but he was hard headed anyway. He didn't try to throw us in the shit, and her ass fell for it.
But you can't rewrite history because the reason Suge and MBK got into it because when they was at Cookie panel, when all of us at Cookie panel, and MBK was saying something, and he mentioned Suge's name, and Cookie
Facts.
said, "Hey, it's only fair if you mention his name that I have to allow him up." See, I
Right.
remember you can't rewrite history. Then, probably a couple of days after that, they felt some type of way, and that's when GX started attacking Cookie.
He did. He did.
So
He did.
it's fun to me because when you have women who actually came into your chat in the beginning, when there was no cussing and disrespect, when we first entered to that man's chat, we was on some very peaceful type of stuff.
We was on some black power shit. We wasn't on none of this shit.
But even when he tried to show those little forgave emails with my actual email name, but he would not open up the emails. Because the emails that I sent you only showed that I would suggest, like, hey, we should do this title and that title. Because that was during a time when he would tell us specific things that we should talk about. But
Right.
I noticed he would never stay off the BS. I wouldn't send any other suggestions of what we should talk about
Right.
because I know, oh, he liked this type of stuff. So then when I would be up at night, so me and Garza Set would be up at night roaming, you know? So we
Right.
would be in other chats. And I would notice the same chats that he was telling us, oh, don't go in. Don't go in those chats. These people are despicable. They're
Because he didn't want
disgusting.
us to know he was over there
And guess
starting
who I
shit.
would see popping up in there?
Yeah. And his
Guess
troll
who I
page
would
talking
see?
about MBK a troll, nigga. You a troll too. Both of y'all asses be trolling together. That's why y'all was on the phone with each other, talking about dicks and shit. Go ahead.
You know, it's just like when I see them carrying on. I like MBK. I always respected MBK. I had never had the issue with him.
I know
You
y'all
know,
do.
one thing about me, you know, one thing about me is that I don't take none of these people seriously.
Right.
I'm very sarcastic. I give no fuck about how anybody feel about me because they don't pay my bills. So
Hmm.
therefore, I won't be controlled on where I type and who I deal with. I don't block nobody, not nobody blocked on here, because you don't get me to the point where I'm going to give a fuck emotionally to not want to see what the fuck you got to say. I don't care.
Hmm.
But when I see people that we was modding with have never typed in any other chat, that's kind of weird to me.
Right.
That you are going to stay so loyal, but it's not really loyalty at this point.
No, it's
That's
out of fear.
almost confined. Yes, because why are you in the chat? I know you there. So they used to pick at me when they used to laugh how I used to get blocked in chats when I would go places. They
Right.
would laugh like we feed you, they blocked you on site. And I'm saying to myself, you people are so scared to type over a person who don't do nothing for you, pay your bills. He don't reward his mods for anything. He don't say, hey, I'm gonna give a gift, a raffle or something for my
No
mod or a
giveaways.
happy birthday, nothing. For you to be that spooked to go as a grown individual and not type or show yourself anywhere and listen with the bullshit about, oh, because they just don't want to do this. No, that's bullshit. They
Facts.
have become adaptive to your acceptance.
And
And
people
if
don't
they
want to
do
let
it,
him in his damn mouth. And that's the thing.
right.
It's like free yourself. Don't sit there and let nobody hold nothing over your head. Don't be worried about no doxing and all that shit because whoever gonna fuck with you, they gonna fuck with you any goddamn way. And half of these motherfuckers can't talk. So whatever. Who cares?
It's sad to me. Because it's funny. I'm not even gonna say sad because at this point, when you're an adult and someone not paying your bills, it
Right.
becomes funny. It
Yeah.
does, and I laugh at it.
Well, you got to at this damn point. You got to because people that some people is just addicted to negativity and shit like that or whatever. We all get our little hee-hees and our ho-hos or whatever and all this shit or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's not that serious. It's not that serious.
The thing is, the way I sit here and watch it, Nikki, is when you sit there and you support things and you don't say anything publicly against it, but you say, hey, I wasn't with it, chickens come home to roost, as Malcolm X once said.
Oh yeah,
So you
always.
know what I do? I sit here and I watch it.
Right.
because we got attacked a lot of times because ZSU was where
Right.
we decided at Grown Folks TV. I ain't decide shit.
I'm telling
I
you,
don't
and
talk
he
like
put us
that.
in that shit. And he put us
And
in,
then
and
we say
he spoke
we.
about how it affected us. And then we got
So
real
right,
shit going on in
right.
our life, and because we step away from it or whatever, now you want to make us content. Now you gonna make that nigga content too. Period.
And that's what's happening. But he warned them. Let me tell you something about ZS. We know him. We know that whenever he says, keep my name out of it, or I'm going to show this, and show that, he's going to show it anyway.
Right. He
So
just
what he
trying to
do, he
create an
taught you.
narrative to
He
show it.
taught
That's
you.
fine. So come on now
Yeah,
here.
that's all.
Because you
But
definitely
see, he got to go through him to make sure he haven't said anything that may come back on him. So he got to go through him and listen to him.
right.
But at this point, after all we done showed, after all we done said, at this point, if you were still talking and conversing, thinking that you was going to be different, you remember. Remember when I found out how he really was. Remember the guy, the T history guy?
Yes, I
Once
remember.
he showed me how he was with that, remember I said, Nikki, don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. Let him do it himself.
Right. Right.
Because he wanted us to vote that particular mod out behind the scenes.
Right.
And I wasn't going to do that. I'm like, oh, no, let him do it. That's his channel. And if he's going to do it, he's going to do it.
What he want to do.
Because, right. So that starts showing me, Least you better be careful with this.
Right.
Because I had so much respect for him back then. I
Yeah,
really
a lot of
did.
us did. It was because of how he presented himself, and you try to give people the benefit of the doubt, until they prove themselves otherwise, and you try to stay cool with the people you down with, but it just got to be too fucking much. That's all that shit is. Hey, real life.
Because if you're true to yourself, you don't let nobody change you. And so
Hmm.
what I've been seeing for the last couple of years, this beefing, this attacking, the way he verbally attacks women using certain verbiage, that's not a person who they made me this way. That's a person who always was that way to me.
Always. And that shit you did to YouTube cameras, that shit is unfucking acceptable. Unfucking acceptable. That woman, she did not deserve to be calling you out your fucking, for you to be calling her all kind of bitches and hookers and all that type of shit. If you have a disagreement, I'm not saying I understand the ins and outs of that shit, but if you have a
Hmm.
disagreement with somebody, it's a way you can talk to somebody. All of that sitting there calling women bitches and hookers and all this shit or whatever just because they entertain some shit that you wouldn't entertain, but they ain't disrespected you in no type of way. That shit is unacceptable, and that's why I can't fuck with your ass. And you
But
know
the
that.
thing is, if he
Never.
gave her permission to use his stuff, but just because she didn't use it in the way he wanted to, you
Right.
then attack that woman. That's not
Manipulation.
that's schoolboy playground. I'm gonna throw dirt in your face because you want to push me higher on the screen type of shit.
Right. That shit is not cool. Are you there real life? Or you need to come back?
Oh, yeah, I'm here. I'll just give me 1 second. I'll be right
Oh,
there. I'll
okay.
be right there. I'll be
Okay.
right there.
Okay,
Go ahead. Yeah, that's
it was
it.
just funny to me. So I could catch you today because usually when you come on at night, I be just laying down, cleaning up the house, and I got the kids settled, and I was
I
in here getting
know.
ready to cook. And I said, "Get your line, let me hit this dog on me," because I'm just so entertained these days. I really am.
As Tracy would say, it's a lot going on. It's a lot
It's
going
a
on.
lot. Because
Yeah.
I actually wanted to hear the rest of these little tapes, because those exposure, those text messages had me yawning the whole time. Like, I ain't heard no juicy yet.
Girl, that shit was highly entertaining. But see, a lot of what we need to realize is, yeah, he might wasn't messaging him back, but I bet you your ass was calling. Show your call logs, nigga. Show your call logs. And I bet you every time he texted, your ass was calling his ass back. That's why he felt comfortable enough to
I
be
believe it.
when he was taking his wife to work. That's how you know the routine and shit, because you was on the phone with his ass. You don't text because old niggas don't text. We all know that.
Hmm.
You know, pure lying to.
And you have to think about this. If you had a sanctity of marriage, then you wouldn't do that. I remember I was young when I got with my husband. We got married. And someone called for him, and he said, "Hey, tell him I'm not here." I said, "Oh, no, no, no. You ain't
Right.
going to get me a lot for that. You're going to be a man and go ahead and do what you got to do or tell him you can't talk to him now." I said, "But you're not going to make me engage in that line crap."
And be the shade. Yeah. And then next thing you know, everybody hating your ass and you don't even know why.
Right. No, I'm not going to. So we started that in the bud way early. And
Yes.
I've been with my husband since I was 18 years old. Those are
Mhm.
games I don't play.
Right. Right. And you got to teach people how to treat you. So that's how you got to do these Negro shit.
Hmm.
What's up, real life?
What's up? Happy Mother's Day, y'all.
You too.
Thank
Happy
you.
Mother's
Thank
Day to
you.
everybody out there.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so hi Nikki, hi Niedermeyer. You were
Mm.
speaking facts because he wants to for much less, right? He accused first of all, I'm feeling the new nickname MB Gay. I'm feeling that. So
Ah,
he accused him of being a Judas, right? And he's saying that's like the worst sin ever. So okay, but all you do is brag about how he was bragging about your dick. I'm confused about that because first of all, again, there's the homoeroticism. I'm so tired of this.
I'm
If they
telling
would
you.
just if they would just dance about the closet, they'd be happier, and so will all these women that they're trying to be like, okay, whatever's going on. And I thought about it. MBK been around Naughty by Nature and them, and I fuck with Church heavy. I think he's actually a very underrated MC. However,
Mhm.
Church was doing porn back in the day, so them niggas
Hmm.
is freaks. They're freaks. They're looking at each other stripping and
Yeah.
pics. You know what I'm
Especially when he
saying?
broke up
So
with Pepper. Yeah, he was doing porn.
All of it.
right,
MBK, was you carrying the Vaseline, nigga?
he was
Was that your
carrying the
job?
Nah,
Vaseline. He was the
I
fluffer.
ain't gonna engage in that, Nick. I'm still cool with NBK until otherwise.
I
I ain't
know,
gonna
nigga.
engage, but
Look,
I hope not.
these are
Yeah,
my words, not Neeks, nigga. But you know I don't fuck with you, fuck with you.
But I know you would know more insights when it came time to GS and NBK than me, because I kind of distanced myself from all that stuff. I made
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
I
D
didn't know
didn't
a
play
lot of
on
that
the back
stuff.
end. You didn't play on the
I ain't
back
play on the
end.
back end. So,
Right.
that's why I don't know more. So that's why I know the way you feel and respect that, because you engage more with that situation than me. But,
hmm
at the same time, like, I remember I brought up a while back, I'm like, MK, y'all voted to kick me out. And he was like, yeah, I ain't had nothing to do with that.
He's
So
a
to find,
fucking
they was
lie.
close, so to find out certain things, I'm like,
If anything, it was like if that's what you want to do, you go ahead and do it. But no, I always knew that shit used to irritate me. I hated the mod sticks. I wish we didn't have none of them because anytime that nigga was running low on content, he would find a mod to fuck with. The same shit that
yep.
he's doing now. That I'm not there, so you can't keep on blaming it. Well, Nikki took your mod stick. Nikki took your mod stick.
Mhm.
And why the fuck is you bringing up Jackie? Jackie and PJ, they the hitters and this, that, and the other. The same
Mhm.
manipulative games that he's playing, like that he's playing it. We ain't even over there. We ain't even over there. And he's still using our name as a fucking weapon. And then you hoes still falling for the shit.
They are so new, Nikki, though. They are so new.
I
I
yeah.
don't even know where most of the women come from. I mean, they are new. I don't know if they came from other sectors as another reason why they may not know a lot of how we are, because some of them are very new within that chat.
very new, and that's the game he plays. This is all the history changes every 6 months, and I'm just not finna sit there and play
hmm
them type of goddamn games. And nigga, don't you ever bring up Jackie name unless you apologize, nigga. And I know
Facts.
she don't
No
give a
Jackie
fuck.
apology.
And I wanted to make your ass apologize when you was up here, but I didn't want Jackie to cuss me out because her ass is too proud. I know she probably wouldn't even accept your apology
And
any
she probably
goddamn
don't
way.
even give a fuck
But
anyway.
he
She
even
don't give a
attacked
fuck. I know
Retta.
she
Retta
don't give
did
a
do
fuck.
anything
Nigga,
to
don't you
him.
dare bring her name up on your motherfucking panel as she no goddamn hitter because she'll cuss your fucking ass out before she cuss somebody
Baby,
else
Jackie
on
will
your
read
ass.
you,
And you know
baby.
that shit.
Jackie will read. I could love when Jackie hit that panel, baby. I'd be tuned in. Let me put my
Facts.
Bluetooth on, because I know Jackie can cuss our ears some bitch that can piss her off. But now what he
Everybody.
did to Retta wasn't right. Because
And
Retta
that's
never
the
said
thing.
anything against him for him to do what he did to her.
Please understand. And it wasn't just about, yeah, we would go around and we would check motherfuckers, but it wasn't necessarily for him. We stood up for what we thought was right and wrong. If Jackie hit the panel, it's because she thought some wrong shit was going on. It wasn't because she just riding so fucking hard. If I hit the
And a lot
panel,
of
Most
people
people
attacked
saw
me
that.
first
That
in
was
chat.
that was
writing wrong
very
shit.
obvious to anybody watching. It was clear. People see a lot more than when we're in something. We don't think people see things. They notice the details.
Right.
Right. Can y'all hold it down? I need to go to my door right quick. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I wanted to say something
Sure,
real
sure.
quickly, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
All right, so just expounding off the thing. So what Nikki was saying was real important because yeah, he considers MB Gay a Judas, but he just does those little clips as if he's doing something. But for any little slight, For any little small slight that he felt from a woman, he felt he's having PTSD, going back into the time where he felt that his mama betrayed him. Those times she was smoking weed in the room with them niggas, with them men. You know what I'm saying? And making him feel left out. He's feeling like, oh, okay, all that anger's coming back out. So yeah, it doesn't match. He looks very weak. Okay, he looks very silly, and he still looks like he wants to get back with MBK. I know they broke up, and it's very, all like sour right now. But yeah, he looks like he's trying to make it work. Like he's not doing too much, and it makes him look very stupid and very weak, and that he only attacks women. I'm so tired of these guys up here who feel so comfortable attacking women, and then when it comes down to checking a guard, they don't know what to say or do. Right. So I wanted to make that point, like that Nikki made. I wanted to underline that. And the second thing, I'm gonna wait till Nikki comes back to discuss this part because it's her channel, her panel. But yeah, I just think that's very imbalanced. And also, what's up with all these people having, speaking of PTSD, all these people having these flashbacks and these weird experiences? Because Mother's Day weekend is here. I never saw so much misery coming back up from the depths that they've buried them to the surface. This is weird and embarrassing. And the fact that they don't think that it's obvious is real sad. Like, I mean, I'm not saying it's good for them that they're suffering on this weekend, but that's not anybody here's fault. You see what I'm saying? And when people should be real busy on this weekend, I don't have 7 kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I have one, and I'm still way too busy. But somehow people with these mad kids have all this time on this weekend to talk about other people's mothers and them. And that's very confusing to me, not in the sense of confusing in the sense of that I understand what's going on, but why don't they think people notice what they're doing? You know what I'm saying? It's sad.
I have seven. And one thing I can honestly say is just because you have one or maybe you have seven, and sometimes you have free time. So it doesn't seem like you on all the time. Because certain times of the day, I have my me time no matter what. Because I have my kids on the schedule. And then they have, well, we have freestyle right here where they free to do what they want to do for certain times of the day. But I think being that in my professional,
I didn't know
I
you
say
had 7. I
persona,
was actually talking about
oh
somebody
yes,
else.
I have seven.
I had no
But
idea you
I
had
have like
7. That
four
is not to
adults.
see you at
So
all. Yeah.
no, 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 none taken, none taken.
Okay,
But
okay.
what I was saying was, it's like during these times of the year, I call it what you call past post traumatic trauma. That sometimes people bring up. Even a thought can trigger certain things around the holidays. But some of
Yeah.
these people, I sit here and I just watch the way they move and how they carry themselves. They will attack. Like I could never say you come in the chat and a person just attack you.
Mhm.
Like me, I'm not that emotionally invested or emotionally triggered that I would give a damn. Like,
Mhm.
you know, and that's why if anybody else knows me to chat when someone attack me, I'm gonna play with your ass like a little kid. I'm just gonna swing you from side to side before you get me any type of way of mad. But
Mhm.
you have a point to what you brought up because a lot of times, certain times of the year, I always bring out the crazy motherfuckers. That's what I say.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And people need to stop trying to use YouTube as this place to heal, because first of all, this is not the place for that, right? And second of all, you can't hate people and ask them for healing for you at the same time. And there's clearly simultaneously that going on. And it's real pathetic at this point, Like I'm gonna wait to say a little bit more till Nikki comes back, because I don't want to, because what people are trying to do is they're trying to blame, because they're so frustrated and jealous and want to be involved. They're trying to use just the mention of them as an excuse to be involved in something when even their names weren't
Mhm.
mentioned. Like, it's sad if I call you Bathrobe and you know who I'm talking about. Like, wow. So at that point, it's just the desperation is ridiculous. And all this, oh, I'm gonna put somebody else in the line of fire because they said this and I don't have enough guts, and all this other threatening and stuff. It's like, yo, we can go back to 2018 if you want to, but I don't think people who haven't evolved do not want to go back in time with people who have evolved. Okay. And so that's the fun, another part that shows unpreparedness and stupidity, which is the same exact mindset that leads people to go knock on somebody's door to clout chase on YouTube. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah, I don't
So
have
that's
time for that.
okay. And then it's like, if somebody goes to the right house, they're going to get exactly what they're looking for, which means they don't care about their family. They don't care about their lives. They don't care about themselves at all. So how are we arguing like all this? But these be the same gurus out here trying to tell everybody else how to live their lives somehow.
The worst thing you could ever do is listen to someone tell you what's your peace unless you see them in peace. That's what I always say. If I can't see you never in peace, you can't tell me how to steal my own peace.
That's right.
That just my outlook. You know, I observe people. So if you're gonna tell me a certain way of life, I need to see you doing it. That way, hey, let me see your work.
Mhm.
That's like test driving a car.
What was the last thing you said?
I said that's just like test driving a car.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say, but you know what I see. You know how the battles have been going on here since 2018, 19, and 20. I have seen some knocked out things on here. And then at the same time, people go, well, how do y'all act like this on here? This is not a moral stance place. This is not a state where you came for morality.
Right.
So
Right.
if you came here looking for any type of treatment, peace, therapy, you're a fucking idiot.
Absolutely.
And you made a good point, real. This is not the place where you come to heal.
Mhm.
This is not
Mhm.
the place where you come and sit in your trauma. If you are traumatized and you have issues or whatever, you need to go and deal with that and stop looking at life and treating others through the glasses of your trauma, because
Facts.
that's not right. That's not okay. Goddamn it, ain't nobody got to deal with you because you bipolar, bitch.
Okay. And other
We
people got
all got
trauma too that
issues.
we deal with. So if
Right.
somebody else was to enact their trauma on the person trying to do it, the person who started it first is the one getting laid out. Period. Nikki, I didn't want to say too much or do too much while you were gone, but I was trying to make the point of people who, like, if you're described by an inanimate object such as a bathrobe, and you know that I'm talking to you, and you know for a fact that I show respect to your platform all the time, because I clearly would get much looser if it was on my channel, and I
Hey,
didn't mention her name,
you
so
know you
she's
at home here, so whatever.
thank you. I appreciate that. And you on my channel as well. And like I specifically did not say her name because I was here, right? Now, I've been saying her name a few times in these past few years freely, and I'll continue to as much as I want to, and nobody's gonna do a motherfucking thing about that.
I don't got no
However,
problem saying nobody else's name. Hell,
okay, but I'm trying to figure out why the desperation she thinks is not obvious, because her name wasn't mentioned. She's the one who rolled up into somebody's house. Just because she didn't get clicked doesn't mean that it couldn't happen. So, oh, we're supposed to think that that wasn't a dangerous, weird thing to do, and that people bringing it up, oh, we're not supposed to talk about it. Bitch, go kick several rocks, okay?
I'm
Because
telling you.
you see what I'm saying? And then trying to say, because I heard clips, like I was sent clips, and I was specifically told, don't listen to that shit because she's hyper focused on you and she's obsessed. She was like, the person who sent it, let me listen, and she sent me clips. I heard a couple of clips, and I heard, but the first one I heard
Me too.
alluded to me mentioning her, and so she was trying to take some shit out on you. First of all, nobody sitting on this panel is dumb. So all those little Jedi mind tricks and this triangulation, like, miss me with the elementary bullshit, okay? Like, first of all. Second of all, what you thought? You thought Nikki was supposed to feel attacked. Nikki doesn't have any problem speaking her mind. Nikki's actually one of the best roasters up on here, okay? Fuck what you heard. So this whole idea of, oh, I'm gonna say this,
Oh, welcome.
because we're not here all the time. Those people who are obsessed and always here, even if they're not interacting, they think, oh, okay, well, let me say this because then that person's too busy to address. They might be right, but you threaten the right people with shit. And now you have a different situation. Years have gone by, right?
Right.
And I keep talking about this time that people keep overlooking.
Hmm.
So miss me with that fuck shit, okay? That was not the reason she said anything. She said, I'm talking to her. She said it because she wanted to be included and involved. She was mad because she saw us up here chilling and laughing and having a good time, and miserable people hate that shit. It's
Hmm.
Mother's Day weekend. She's having flashbacks because half her kids don't talk to her. And this is
Hmm.
my mouth. I'm the one talking. Nikki's not saying none of this. This is me. All right. So if you go back to your channel and start talking shit about Nikki because of what I said, you look like even more of a pussy. You pussy bitch. So this
Hmm.
is the funny part. You keep talking about some shit about you in this state, you in that state. But when I told you the first time you tried to dox me, bitch, to make some shit happen with that math, what'd you do? You sat your crippled ass holding on to your oxygen, trying to talk shit on the fucking internet, bitch. Don't play with me with that shit. Because I told you you could see the other side of these two barrels if you want to. I've been told you that. I'm not GX. If I see you up the block, bitch, you're getting clicked. Period.
Hmm.
All right. And so that's the end of that. Now, the other part, this whole I
That was
want to
real
be involved.
fun.
I want to be involved in all this shit. And I'm gonna do all this shit. Don't nobody give a fuck. Ain't nobody listening to that shit. The only people over there listening are people who are mad at me, mad at you, mad at somebody else, or want
Right.
to kiss her ass because they have nowhere
Motherfuckers
else to
don't
go,
want
and
to fuck
that
with
shit
no
means
damn
fucking
way.
too much to them. Huh?
Exactly. Folks we don't fuck with no goddamn way. You could think that I'm a crackheaded hoe from Calabasas some goddamn where. I would not give a single fuck because I'm not trying to be your friend any goddamn way, bitch. If you're mad,
Exactly.
stay mad. I don't give a fuck.
Exactly. Like somebody stole her lunch money. This is not we're not in different stores. She act like we're the gooch and shit. This is weird as fuck. And so, I thought it was quite pathetic. And then I heard her yelling and screaming about some weird stuff. And then I heard she was playing like some audio tape of somebody else who I don't even fuck with. Talking to, it's just weird and it's sad because on this day, on this weekend, she should be much more busy than that for
Child,
several different reasons.
you would think. You would
Okay.
think. Because I don't even know what the issue is or whatever. I think they like each other and they want to fuck, and she think that anybody who talks, she hates anybody who is around that motherfucker. We don't want that motherfucker.
At all. Never did.
I
Never
I
did.
definitely don't. I
We do
definitely
not want
don't.
that motherfucker. Goddamn it, bitch. He is yours for the fucking taking. Y'all deserve each other. Leave me the fuck alone.
I don't want nobody who collect the Social Security and did put their money in talking about retirement that can't even pull out money for 1K to get a car. So if you
Nick,
got retirement,
I
what?
like to
Now,
fail
Nikki,
the fuck out. What are you retiring from, sir?
Nikki,
Please.
What is you
if you got
retiring
retirement, you could go in your retirement and take some money out. You know this. Your IRA, your Roth IRA, you could go in there and borrow money to take out a brand new car. You don't even need that with credit. I don't put credit and drove off a car lot without putting nothing down.
Child.
If
Child.
you're that age and you invested, come on now.
Hmm.
My young sons got condos to drive trucks. And guess what? When they go on their car lot, I tell them you don't put no more than $500 down, if anything.
If that, and if you can't do that, then you can't afford the shit.
You get your ass out of there because me and your dad ain't co-signing for shit.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You sound like me
Now,
talking
I
about.
ain't gonna lie. I don't co-sign on some college loans, okay?
Right.
I have. But that's different from you riding some goddamn wheels. You want to ride, you're going to pay for them. But ain't
Um,
no way in sky days of hell you're going to be almost 60 years old, 50, 55 years old, and you can't pull money for somewhere sitting somewhere.
right.
Right?
That ain't working.
You can't go to the bank, get a loan, or nothing.
Nothing. That says a lot about what you were doing in your 20s and your 30s.
You ain't, and then bragging about retirement. Yeah, you probably finna get retirement or whatever, but you ain't paid into the system, nigga. You
That's
finna
why
get
he
the bare
lied.
minimum.
You could pull out your retirement early at 55, because my father did that. And my
Right.
father passed away in 2009. So he pulled out his retirement way before that. When they called my daddy for his pension, he was 62 when they called. I was like, he passed away at 59. And they were like, hey, we got to pay this money out. Y'all got to get this money.
And that's the thing. Yeah, if you don't pay it into that shit, you get their ass for every damn thing they got.
Yeah.
I know
All
that's
I'm
right.
saying is, don't come your ass out here flossing and stunning shit like we stupid, nigga. Because we out here, we working and paying taxes and paying into the system for real, nigga. And that shit you saying don't make no fucking sense.
At all. Nothing about that adds up. And if I lived in PA, I'd have a serious issue with that. you know?
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Mm.
Out here playing with the people's mind and shit. Anywho,
So
I
is
ain't
it true you had two strokes?
because I fully expect that when I end this live, I fully expect for you to get your gout mouth ass on here and drag
Oh, he's going to read the hell out of us, and I'm going to enjoy it, too.
hell
I
yeah.
love to trigger him, and he never noticed it. I love to let him read stuff in the chat, and then he come back and repeat and cuss my ass out of everything he done read.
Yes. He don't care. He don't care. Just any type of attention. He don't care if it's good or bad.
Exactly.
He don't
That's
even
all. That's many of them. They don't care at all. They don't care how bad or stupid they look.
right. And that's exactly why I ain't finna be up here too long because I don't want you to think it's good, nigga.
I'm ready to drop them tapes, VX, and I'm going to be busy tomorrow. My kids doing some things.
Right.
Now get
Right.
to step in GX and start playing all them recordings and stop playing Pussy Boy. And on top of that, stop trying to act like you didn't take because he keeps saying, oh well, I called him after this. So he's clowning him for telling him good morning, King, and all that, but then he calls him right after he wakes up. So I mean,
Exactly. That's what's
they're
going on. That's
cupcaking.
what people are missing. Go ahead.
Period. And all those calls, all that stuff that was being said right after that, he's not playing that. That's the shit we want to hear. And that's the shit that we know you're not playing. So
Right.
that's why MBK can prance around and act like you're not doing nothing because you're not doing nothing. GX, so
Exactly.
You
step
have to
your
read it
game up,
between the
okay?
lines.
And stop playing. You're a pussy. And if he had a vagina, you'd have been playing the whole thing. You'd have lied and said he was working for you. Oh, he already said that part, right? He said that part. But still,
Oh, he
we
won't
can't tell.
be.
Or
He'll
else
be
you're
saying
two
that
little
shit in a
Jimmy's
tweet.
cupcaking.
Right. Exactly. Two niggas on the phone cupcaking. That's all we heard, nigga. So
Yep.
unless you got come with something else or whatever, y'all the same nigga. Y'all the
Period.
same. And that's just the end of that shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut this shit down, and we gonna sit.
Bye, ladies. Enjoy Mother's Day tomorrow.
You too.
Thank you.
Mother's
You
Day.
too, both of you. Happy Mother's Day to everybody and much love and hip hop hooray. Yeah, I'm gonna need to see all that. And until MBK, until you could prove, never mind. Let me stop that. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.
Yeah. See,
All
I'm
right.
trying to get these Blues Clues out of here so we can go ahead and pull out all the fucking receipts. So I need you to get on your job, nigga, and do what the fuck you do. And don't you ever think this shit is cool. The only reason why I'm not striking your motherfucking ass down or whatever is because you need to be dragging this nigga upside his damn head again. So stick up for content. You either drag this nigga or I'm gonna drag you. We gonna come out here and talk about what really happened in that car accident. Your ass ain't doing a goddamn thing right now, but sitting here listening to me. Get on your fucking job.